Do a quick calculation. The average net margin in the freight is about 3 or 4%. That means that on every 100 euros, you are keeping roughly 4. Now imagine that somewhere in your company, quietly, on every shift you are losing another 4. Not through one big mistake, not through a single bad decision, through the 1,000 small ones that nobody ever counted. And the worst is it that it doesn't appear in any report. You don't find it in P&L, in any dashboard, but you are paying that in every single month.
The channel's partner is Go Mobility Tech, a place where we build competitive advantage in the TSL industry. We conduct strategic workshops for transport and logistics companies, combining an understanding of your operations with knowledge of current technological capabilities, including AI. Book a free consultation to see if we can help your company. Click the link in the description.
My name is Viktor Sobczyk, and this material comes from Go Mobility Tech. We provide technological advisory for transport and logistic companies. To understand this course, we need to back to the physics. It's the concept called entropy, and it is the measurement of the disorders in the system. And it is governed by the one brutally simple rule. Every system let itself tends toward to the greater house, never to the reverse direction. Leave your desk, for example, for 2 weeks. It will not clean up itself. Or leave your warehouse without any procedures. Let's imagine what will happen. To maintain the order, you constantly have to put the energy. And there is the one thing. Your company is also a system. There is 100 of orders. There are multiple people. There are a couple of systems and thousands of events every day. And where it's not the systems that converts the action into the decision, there is no system at all. It does exactly what physics predicts. It drifts into the house. Every day you are spending energy trying to hold it back, and you call it work. And I will call it the cost of the entropy. And it is exactly the cost you will not find in any reports, because it is smashed into your salary in overtimes. Notice something. Some costs in your company are pretty visible. For example, empty miles, unused capacity. You can count it, you can manage that, or you can accept it. But the cost of the entropy is worse, because it's invisible by the definition. And that's exactly why nobody cuts it. Let's imagine one situation. The dispatcher in your office, he sits down to prepare a quote. 2 minutes later, the driver is calling about some incident on the border. 2-3 minutes and it is solved. And then he's back into the work. Then the urgent customer send an email. Simply respond, couple minutes and it is solved or delegated. And he coming back. The next one, the chat information. And 12 times in every single hours. Every switch has a cost. Not the cost called itself, the cost to having to reload everything that you were doing before. Your brain have to ramp out over and over again. It is like a computer with 20 browser tabs open. Preparing one order could take 45 to 60 minutes. Not because it is 60 minutes of work, because it is 10 minutes smash into the 1 hour of the interruptions. You pay for the full-time employees and you get the friction of the real capacity. Let's check the second perspective. Your best dispatcher quotes a new lane, and he needs 5 seconds, straight from the memory, because he knows the rate, the client, the market, and everything, and he do it very well, very well. But the well from the memory is not the same like a well from the data. Memory doesn't know and doesn't calculate the fuel cost change last week. Memory doesn't know that the customer has a problem with the paying late for the last 3 months. Or memory doesn't know that the second dispatcher has sold the same lane 8% more in the last week. And it is like a driving from the memory versus using a real-time navigation. You will get there, just slower and just more expensive. Every individual decision looks responsible, but the problem is in the scale. Margin doesn't die from the one bad decision. Margin dies from the 1,000 small ones. And that knowledge, who paid late, which customer can take the higher rate, or what really works in your company, walks out of the door every day at the 5 o'clock, and sometimes it never came back. Let's look at this from the another side. Good customers send you an inquiry at the 4:45 p.m. and your team is actually buried. The quote goes out on the next morning, or maybe never goes out. Meanwhile, this customer has been already booked by someone else. And it is tricky, because every other cost can be theoretically measured, but this one can't, because no report shows the revenue that you never earned, because your system shows only the orders that came in. Are you actually too slow, or your people are actually too lazy? Probably not. Probably your people have to retype the information from the email into the TMS system, or have to check 3 different systems, or calculate everything manually. The more workarounds you build, the slower you become. And this is the only cost that grows faster the better you are doing, because more inquiries you received, the more you missed. Growing without the system isn't the success, it is the trap. So let's check the last perspective. When you find out that shipment is late, usually when your customer is calling, or when you find out the month was pretty weak, when the accounting closed the boat, by the time the information reached to you, you have no time to react. This decision window is already closed. Firefighting isn't the sign that you have too many problems. It is the sign that information arrived too late. This is the core idea of this episode. Operational chaos is not the competence problem. It is the absence of the system that converts events into the decision. So before you will start thinking about investing in the new system or anything, let's ask yourself a simple question. Take a sheet of the paper, write down the 5 decisions that have been made yesterday from the memory instead of the data. 5 quotes, 5 routes, or 5 accepted or rejected orders. Not blame anyone. Do the opposite. Now you see where your margin depends on the people's head. That's the entropy maps. And it is the first moment that the invisible cost becomes visible. Tell me in the comment, which of these 4 leaks hurt your business the most? Because your answer will tell you where to start. In the next episode, we'll talk about who actually is carrying this chaos on their shoulders. Because the system that converts events into the decision already exists in the most company. And the problem is, it is not the system, it is your best people, and it is the most expensive insurance policy that you have never priced. This is Go Mobility, decide first, choose tool second. See you in the next episode.